The screensaver had somehow managed to display an uncensored image, leaving my mother-in-law shocked and, I'm sure, quite perplexed. In an attempt to defuse the situation, I tried to inject some humor, joking that she must have been curious about the origins of her grandkids. My wife was not amused, but I could hear my mother-in-law's stifled laughter in the background. The living AITA for saying that my daughter inherits my house, no matter what. I'm a single mom in my 50s with one daughter. I got very lucky in that I bought a home in the Bay Area nearly 30 years ago for around $230,000 before the tech boom, and now the house is worth about $1 million. Am I the a-hole for specifying that my daughter will inherit my Bay Area home, no matter what? I'm a single mother in my 50s who has been fortunate enough to own a home in the Bay Area for nearly 3 decades. The property's value skyrocketed from its original $230,000 purchase price to approximately $1 million due to the region's rapid growth. My 23-year-old daughter, Camilla, grew up in this home before moving out to live with her boyfriend last year. While I have never explicitly stated that she will inherit the property, it has always been assumed to be her rightful home due to her upbringing and close relationship with me. Interestingly, our neighborhood has a mix of longtime residents like myself and my neighbor, as well as more affluent households comprised of engineers and software developers. The Bay Area's high cost of living makes it nearly impossible for non-tech professionals like Camilla, who works as a hairstylist, to afford housing. Recently, I discussed my long-term plans with my fiancé, Stephen, who has 2 young children from a previous relationship. We have been together for 2 years, and while we are excited to start our future together, we have limited financial resources. To address this, I proposed a TIFU by getting a blowjob from another man. Edit. So seems like a large majority of the people here have decided to tell me that I do not know my own sexuality preference and have determined to tell me who and what I am attracted to. Well, sorry, I am not gay and I am not bisexual. The time I unleashed a secret. Update. I appreciate everyone's input and opinions on this story. However, I'd like to clarify that I'm confident in my own sexual identity, and I understand that this was a singular, regrettable incident in my life. I'm not looking for reassurance or validation from others, I just want to share my story. Recently, I've found myself in an uncomfortable situation at work, which is why I'm sharing this story now. It happened about 6 months ago, and I've been trying to keep it under wraps ever since. I was on a work trip in Florida with my friends, and we ended up going out for drinks. We got extremely intoxicated and stumbled back to our hotel around 2 a.m. I'm still not sure what possessed me to make the decision I did, but I downloaded Grindr, a social app used by men seeking intimate connections. I'd never done anything like this before, but I was feeling reckless and decided to see where things would lead. I created an account, and within minutes, I received several messages from men in the area. One guy in particular caught my eye. He was just a few rooms away and offered to meet me. He told me he'd turn on some TIFU by leaving the bedroom door open. This just happened. To begin, I recently graduated from college and my lease ended. I planned on moving in with my girlfriend, but due to COVID she moved out of her place and into her mom's. Therefore, I have temporarily moved into her mom. I TIFU by letting the cat out of the bag. This just happened. After graduating from college, my lease ended, and I temporarily moved into my girlfriend's mom's place until I find a job. We had finished unpacking and decided to spend some quality time together, but when we both got hot and sweaty, I opened the bedroom door to let some fresh air in. My girlfriend reminded me that her family's cat was known to rummage through the trash in her room and to keep the door closed when I wasn't around. Fast forward to the next day, I decided to take a break and grab a joint from the dispensary. With my hands full, I forgot to close the bedroom door when heading to the back porch. Things took a turn for the worse when her family saw me smoking on the porch. I had my medical card, so I went ahead, but I got a bit more stoned than I anticipated. As I was trying to chill out, I wanted to sneak away and play some Luigi's Mansion in the room while my girlfriend napped, but that plan didn't go as smoothly as I thought. As I walked back into the house, her family was still watching TV, and I awkwardly asked, "What's up TIFU by smoking on my apartment balcony?" This happened Saturday and was without question the worst thing that has ever happened to me in my life. This is long and will have a TLDR at the bottom. Saturday night my GF and I had my parents over for a game night. We just moved in. I've had a complete meltdown by smoking on my apartment balcony. This happened Saturday and was without question the worst thing that has ever happened to me in my life. This is a long and intense account that has a TLDR at the bottom. On Saturday night, my girlfriend and I had our parents over for a game night, showcasing our newly moved-in apartment. My brother was running late, so I decided to take a break on my balcony for some fresh air while playing a game I'd spent too much money on. Everything started normally, but then disaster struck. A bug flew into my ear. This isn't the first time this has happened, but this time was different. The bug had a sinister intent and dug deep into my ear canal. I lost all sense of control and began frantically throwing my phone and chair, sprinting into the apartment in a state of panic. The bug continued to dig, causing an excruciating vibration and noise against my eardrum. My girlfriend froze. My father calmly instructed me to get in the shower and fill my ear with water, but I was beyond reason at this point. I followed his advice, hoping for some relief. However, the bug was not pleased with the water and dug even deeper TIFU by forgetting to turn off the microphone and camera during an online class. The class was supposed to start at 10 a.m. and due to my new fucked up sleep schedule during the quarantine, waking up at 10 a.m. is next to impossible. Yet I did, with the help of a few alarms. The aim: I managed to wake up at 10 a.m., an accomplishment in itself given my disrupted sleep schedule during the quarantine. My goal was to briefly attend an online class and then retreat back to bed. Alas, my plan was foiled when I inadvertently joined the class while still disoriented from sleep. To make matters worse, I failed to mute myself or turn off my camera, allowing the professor and my classmates to bear witness to my slumbering state. Despite their efforts to rouse me, I remained fast asleep, accompanied by a symphony of snores. It wasn't until the class continued without me that I finally awoke, greeted by an email from my professor with a gentle reminder to turn off my camera and microphone for future sessions. I'm still reeling from the embarrassment of that experience, and I must admit that I'm now hesitant to share my face with anyone online. TLDR. Forgot to turn off my camera and microphone and the entire class watched me snore. Edit. Update. AITA for taking back my nephew's Christmas present and giving it to my son. My sister and I have always had a strained relationship. I usually just let things go and try to keep the peace. We both have sons who are around the same age. My nephew is 13 and my son just turned 11. Am I the asshole for taking back my nephew's Christmas gift and giving it to my son? My sister and I have